I'm essentially ready because my stream is like literally just recording of me talking. So, yes. Repeating myself is my pet peeve. I feel like if I tell somebody something and they didn't hear the details, or I don't know, I shouldn't have to repeat myself. I hope that's on stream. Yeah. I also don't have like code commentation set up, so I haven't done that since the last time. All right. See ya. Alright, hold on for a second here. I'm just fixing my FPS because I noticed it was like 11. I think I had too much stuff going on. That's a little better, I guess. Yeah, so sorry again for not being properly set up. I have a busy life, as many people know, so getting OBS and all the streamer stuff set up isn't exactly my top priority. Happy I can record the team's games and get some video for these two teams. So, I believe the Englishmen won the last game 3-1, so they have a 1-cap lead at the moment. And Lionel Messi is going to be out past 4, so that's going to be another cap for the Englishmen. I guess I should call them Boostnia. I don't even know how to say the second part of their name, so I'm not going to try. I guess I had Ron Swanson it, but St. Paul's going to take the grab out past 2, giving up the tag pro to Quibble. Pretty smart play to grab the flag when you're 2v1 on a pup by the defense. You can get away with that a lot in minors. Majors players, you know, stick to you more, but so both flag carriers are kind of dancing here. Both have one chaser for a little bit, but now they both have 2. Lino bombing Paul into the flag, and he's going to have a chance to cap here, but he misses, or he gets sniped, and then he gets deflected into a spike, so they both died. And both teams are going to get reset here. A couple grabs, but nothing coming. Quibble with a couple nice moves. She's trying to get out of base, but she's going to get ran down by Kool-Aid. We've got another pup battle coming up. The Boostnia defense is going to win a Juke Juice. And she wants KD, gets 2 pups, a Juke, and a Tag Pro. So St. Paul's going to bring this Tag Pro on offense and see if she wants a KD can get out. Boostnia chooses a grab, which is possibly ill-advised, but PK the Juke Juice and had a decent chance with it. Fortunately for KD, they waste the Tag Pro opportunity and don't tag one of the defenders and get out there. So all is square in this half. Since I didn't commentate in the first half, I guess my synopsis was both teams played all right. I think, you know, it was clear Boostnia had the advantage during the half, having won 3-1. It seemed like they had a few more capping opportunities. They did have some really sloppy OD plays that I pointed out to them. I went down to their channel since they're my team. But other than that, I think they played solid and have rebounded from the horrible outing last week. It also helps, though, this time that they're going to have, or that they have PK in the lineup. They've kind of been missing him, I think, almost the entire season, maybe the entire season. And he's definitely like going to be their core offender. I think Frosty and Quibble will be happy to have him back, and also the offenders will get to play with him. And PK's a little bit underrated. He's racked up a couple good seasons recently. We all know his tendencies, we'll say. But he's started racking up some stats in the last couple seasons, so it'll be interesting to see what this team looks like with him as the lead offender and trying to coach Messi and whoever else he plays offense with over the course of the season. Uh, I, as well, of course, will help out when I can, but I haven't been like practicing as much this season after going super hardcore last season. I'm just kind of chilling. PK is going to have a great chance here. He's patient with the flag. He's going to try to wrap around, but doesn't get out. Trip C is going to have a good chance now. Frosty boosts ahead. I don't think he's going to get out here. Looks like... Ooh, I thought Boostnia was going to get the reset there, but ASAP gets out with the split with the Juke Juice. And Leo has to stay alive here with the two tag pros, but they can't do it. Really good set of plays there from She Wants to KD. Sweeping the power-ups, even though Boostnia was threatening, but then Boostnia gets the counter cap. So both times it looks like She Wants to KD is going to have momentum in the half and maybe mount a comeback down by one cap. Boostnia has been able to get a quick counter capper response to even up the half and take their two cap lead back. So 3 minutes left. We'll see if She Wants to KD is able to do anything as Trip C's out past a couple with the boost. Just not patient enough to take that, and PK had pretty decent head position there. Cole was going to pick up the tag pro on offense, opting to wait for PK to come into base. As She Wants to KD is out with the rolling bomb past 3. Cole's going to defuse, but Sunpal's going to walk in for the cap. So we'll see if ASAP is able to do the flag here. He's going to be out past 3, but Quibble might have the snipe lined up, and she nails it. Now, Lionel Messi might be out. That's a solid bomb. Sunpal's going to wait mid. He's going to backtrack, which is pretty smart. He might have gone for the kiss, but they didn't have anti. Both flag carriers are kind of dancing around. Sunpal takes the kiss. And Kool-Aid has left the blue team, so there's a temporary 4v3 for Boostnia. Quibble taking her time crossing the map, didn't want to use the blue boost, and she opts for a kiss. I guess that isn't the worst decision, but I think she could have capped. And now Kool-Aid has actually left the game. So they're 4v3, and they really need to get the return here. Okay, so that would have been a bit embarrassing to not cap with the 4v3 situation. Sunpal with the save. That might save the game if they can get a couple caps. Leo was walking in with the rolling bomb and decided to go through the gate, not seeing Sunpal on the bomb, who snipes the button and kills him. But that's pretty unfortunate for Kool-Aid to lag out at that critical moment in the game, down one cap. And it looked like they had a lot of momentum, and Boostnia just... it was a little sloppy, but they were able to capitalize and get a cap and take the 2 cap lead back. Boostnia's definitely had the upper hand and has done a decent job of maintaining the lead. But it's been a little sloppy at times. PK's going to pick up a rolling bomb and try to get out here with it intact and probably burn as much time as possible. He's going to wait in base, and Sunpal's on the bomb. He's been returned. Now Trip C is going to grab the flag. And that might do it with Lionel having the flag. He's going to be outbot. This half is all but over. PK is going to rush it to get the last cap, and he sneaks through. Oh, he almost got it. That would have been sick. He just needed to go up. I think he might have had it because the defender didn't react, but alas. So Boostnia rebounds from the horrible week 1, week 1. Their horrible match last week with PK coming back in the lineup and notches another win in their minors record. Not sure what they are overall. I'll have to look these teams up in a second. I didn't really prepare for this game. I just got home from work. But solid outing in that first game for Boostnia. And overall, I think She Wants to KD really stuck with it. They they got momentum here and there. Both times they kind of lost it, giving up counter caps or with the Kool-Aid leg out. Um, and I hope I haven't followed this other team, but I hope that isn't like a theme for them. I think when I've played with Kool-Aid before, he's had a lot of lagging out issues, so um, that kind of sucks. But um, we'll see what these teams are able to do in the second half. The split is definitely within reach for Shields KD here, I would say. Uh, if they uh, figure out a way to keep the Boostnia offense a little more contained, I think their offense is doing well enough to get out and get enough caps to win the game. Uh, we saw Titanic last night for the first time in majors. Uh, we're about to dial it up here for minors in week 4, season 16. It should be this will be interesting. It honestly, a lot of people kind of complained about the map. I thought it was kind of fun. Personally, I think playing new maps is fun, even when they're not the best, as long as they're not like boring like Boombox. uh, it's I think it's a pretty fun time, and it's not bad to have one in their season. Last night was pretty interesting. Some some new gimmicks and just fresh place to play on, which is something we don't really have in LTP much. Uh, so it'll be interesting to see how it goes in minors tonight, and I'm kind of curious to get the overhead view since I was playing the game last night. And I'm gonna mute for a minute so I can finish dinner. Frosty wanted me to unmute to relay to the audience that he has 3 caps, Messi has 2 caps, and PK has 1 cap. So Frosty is not only carrying the defense, he says, but carrying the offense as well. So Frosty for MVP. That's what I say. We'll see if he can keep up his pace in this half or not. And I'm back. So, interestingly enough, I was putting together my tortilla because I'm eating chicken fajitas, and I look up and it's 2-0. I didn't even know anything happened. So, Boostnia getting off to a really strong start, just like in the last map with the 2-cap lead, and in the last game they were able to maintain that throughout. With She Wants the KD only ever getting back to 1-cap away from tying the game. But She Wants KD was able to lodge a cap around the 7th minute. Now they're down 1. And for some reason I don't have sound. But oh well. You can hear my sound anyway, so. So we had a round of pups up here. Boostnia picking up the tag pro, and they're going to have a tag pro lead with Tripsy grabbing Fly with the rolling bomb, and Tripsy is out, but Lionel's past 4. Frosty would have done well to come off free and go for the return there. He's been thinking about it, but he's opting to play it safe with the lead. And Lionel's doing a good job of dancing around. He really is a pretty decent flag carrier. As he would say, he just has no idea what the heck he's doing, which I agree with. ASAP had a little chance there. Tried to wheel out and take a lap. That was probably a situation with the 2v2 blocks where he should have just gone for it. I think he had a lane to split the defenders. But Paul was able to follow up and get the counter cap. And now these teams have split tag pros with the Juke Juice on She Wants the KD. The Boostnia offense is going to try to get out. They kiss the tag pro. And Quibble's going to take the tag pro lead. Missing Trips E and killing her offender. Now she's the last one ahead with the tag pro. And she's going to grab. Stays alive with the bomb, but the team is so far behind and they're not able to catch up. So Kool-Aid notches a cap and gets She Wants the KD the 1-cap lead, which they weren't even able to, last game they weren't even able to get the tie. Now they have the lead. We'll see what kind of momentum shift that gives them. The Boostnia is having a difficult time getting reset here. It doesn't really look like they are too organized here. But nevertheless, they have a chance to corner ASAP and get the return. But they leave for pups and allow him to boost across the map. And now they're going to have the tag pro lead into base. In that situation, I think it would have been better for Frosty and PK to contain ASAP Capward. They had him cornered in the top left area there. And then they could have. They definitely would have won the defense space power up. I don't know about mid, but I didn't see all the pups, but I'm guessing since She Wants the KD had a tag pro that they led in the base, they might have won mid. A little bit of an impatient boost there from Lionel. I should have waited for the other defender to get back. But thankfully for Boostnia, they're finally reset. The defense getting some nice sniper turns there. So we are back at the stalemate with both teams trying to get out on offense. Lionel's going to get a grab past 2, but isn't able to beat the man waiting on pups. And PK is now going to get a grab past 2, past 3, and he's going to have a chance to cap if the defense can get their turn, but it doesn't look like it's coming, so he's going to leave base. He's going to boost across the map. That was a great set of boosts, but they're not able to get the sack play to line up. Maybe if he had been able to slow down and camp on that boost and get a sack from the defender on the tag pro, he might have had just a split second to boost in there. But it wasn't meant to be, I guess. So 2 minutes ago here, Boostnia is down 2 in the first half on Titanic. We've got another power-up round coming up here shortly, 10 to 15 seconds. Uh, the offenders for Boostnia are going to double up on the right pup, and the team's going to give up mid. They doubled on the pup and gave up a tag pro, but PK's out past a couple, and he's going to walk in for the cap, despite she wants the KD picking up two tag pros. So if they can survive this two tag pro onslaught, this could be a really good situation for Boostnia. Sumpal dying, so she wants the KD, picks up two tag pros, but the tag pros are, I think both of them spiked at least once. So spiking is already bad enough, but when you have a power up, that's like wasting a good chunk of it. As well as letting Boostnia just get out and walk around with the flag. Not ideal when you sweep pups, but credit to Boostnia for doing really well in a tough situation there and actually getting a cap. And now they're just down one with 1 minute to go in the half, and they're going to have another pup round come up here. Frosty grabs on accident. I assume he was trying to block to get Quibble out. Quibble misses the boost, but she's walking bottom, and Boostnia needs to catch up before she gets her turn. She finds a way to reverse course and get back across the map. Somehow staying alive here, dodging one of the defenders and watching them walk into a spike. So PK or Quibble's showing off the moves here. And sorry, I got caught watching instead of talking. Lino's going to boost in past a few. He's got one blocker. He's going to have to reverse, but the team tiles caught up to him. And now Kool-Aid's going to be past through, and he boosts in for the cap. With 10 seconds left, that's really not what you want if you're Boostnia. They took a chance to cap and gave up a counter. So they're going to come into half two and Titanic down two. After almost tying the game back up for the last half. But regardless, from what I've seen in this map so far, two caps is not too difficult of a proposition to make up. Honestly, you can probably cap in 4 or 5 seconds on this map. So no lead is safe at all. We'll see what happens here. This will be an interesting last half because that was very back and forth. I think the clear winners were the teams that were getting, or the whenever one of the teams was sweeping power ups or winning the power up rounds, they were clearly dominating the game, except for that one pup round where She Wants the KD had two tag pros, and Boostnia was somehow able to get out, probably because they went for the pups. I didn't really see the play develop, but and they were able to get out and get a cap. That was probably, out of the three caps, that was probably the biggest one in the game, because with two tag pros, you want to get at least one cap, possibly two. So it could have been, I think at the time they must have had four caps. So it could have been, 5 or 6-2, but instead it was 4-3, I'm guessing. So it was pretty massive for Boostnia. And at the end of the day, they're just down two caps here going into the last half. So for some reason, I haven't left the game, so I'm going to go back to group. I'm going to go check in with my team real quick. Can't get the zoom right. No. Okay, I'll just go with this. So if you want some player feedback, Quibble says, whoever made this map should go Titanic themselves. Oh, that is the most toxic team in the league right there. Thankfully I have sound back now, but I can't press escape to see the scoreboard, so that sucks. I'm just curious who the map maker was. So, She Wants Katie is coming into this game with the 2-cap lead. They're going to try to keep that lead just like Boostnia did in the first half and try to earn the split. So far, I would say a split would be a pretty fair outcome for the game. It's been very back and forth. As ASAP walks in and has a little bit of a window, but Frosty plays it well and gets the return. And now Sunpal's going to be out past 2. Gets returned. And ASAP's going to go for Pups, grabs a Juke Juice, and he might be outbot. Quibble took the short angle and missed it, but Lionel's going to get the return with the Juke. Kool-Aid not able to body him enough with that power up he's got. Now Frosty's going to be past view, but gets bomb sniped by Tripsy, who is having a pretty good night, I would say. Now Lionel Messi's going to be out past 3, and he's walking in. Chooses to go team tiles, which is interesting, but he gets the cap anyway. I think if I was ASAP or whoever was behind him, I would have just followed him. He was only like 2 or 3 tiles ahead of him, so he might have gotten a turn or at least been right there behind him. And the bomb just gave him the cap. So Boostnia is going to be back by 1. Quibble's trying to play OD as Kool-Aid comes into cap. Quibble had really good position on that play. Kool-Aid almost made the boost anyway. I think it was there, just a hair. We might have to ask. Oh shit, I forgot his name. When you try to insult somebody but you forget their name, it's the greatest insult. So a little back and forth grabbing here. We'll see this half start to settle out a little bit, maybe. That would kind of be interesting given that the first half was 5-3. I think though, the defenses are still getting used to the map and maybe we'll make some adjustments. I jumped in our channel a little late to hear what Boostnia is going to do differently defensively. I just told the team to focus on getting power-ups, and I think She Wants to KD had 8 pups or 8 tag bros in the last half, so that luck won't last forever, even though they have 2 tag bros there. And Boostnia, again, actually, ironically, is able to get a cap with She Wants to KD having 2 tag bros. So if I were cynical, I would tell my team to stop getting 2 tag bros because apparently they can't do shit with them. But maybe the key is to get good. So Boostnia's got another chance here to possibly get a cap. Tripsy using the bomb and getting return. And now they have 2v2, 1 on the flag. Frosty's playing anti, trusting Quibble to get the return. But then he leaves anti even though they get the kiss. Now Quibble's going to pick up a tag pro. Lionel Messi grabbing. Oh, that was a really interesting bomb play. And now She Wants Katie is going to pick up a tag pro mid. So they're split tag pros, but Katie is going to have the longer living one by about 10 seconds or so. So if Sunpaw can outlast Quibble, they probably could have got out there, but he kind of rushes in the base and gets a kiss instead. So his tag pro might be meaningless, but he bomb snipes Quibble and gets a grab with the chance to juke the defenders and get out. And he is able to. He's out past 2 with quite a bit of space on the defense. He's got a boost lined up, and he had the angle. It might have been there. He just wasn't able to line it up, and now PK is walking across the map, and he's going to walk in. two KD players spiking after giving up on the play, and Lionel Messi was out past three, but he boosts into the bottom wall. Had it, okay. Uh, he gets a cap he doesn't deserve for fucking up that badly. Um, but uh, Boostnia is now up by two caps. KD just kind of falling apart. I don't know what went wrong. Um, that all happened very quickly. Um, and now PK is going to walk in with 2v2 blocks. They're going to have three in OD now, but he uses a bomb to force play and he rushes in. Oh, he almost beat Tripsy to the flag. Um, that was a really good play by PK in my opinion. Definitely worth the risk, especially with Leo sitting on Re. Um, but Messi might have potentially rushed it a bit. I didn't see what happened in the back play. But KD is gonna probably get a reset here. Um, and now he's juking. They haven't got reset yet, but he's falling all the way back to base, hoping to get the pup, and he does. He's got a juke juice, and he's past two. Tripsy picking up a tag pro mid. Could get interesting if Kogel return, which he does, but then spikes. And now Paul is probably going to be out past a few if he boosts. Lionel Messi is still dancing around with the juke juice, doing a good job of holding the flag. With Tripsy having that tag pro, which could do a lot of damage, but he's not letting him use it effectively. And now he's got a 2v2 opportunity. He uses the bomb to get Tripsy to back off, and now he's got 2v2 blocks. He needs to walk it in here. He's just sitting there, but the defense isn't giving him anything. He's going to try to line up a boost. He's sitting on the yellow. Wants to see what the defense does. They're not moving. He uses the blue boost to go on the back. He's dancing around. Oh, he just can't finish off the play. I'd like to watch that one again in slow motion, but pretty good opportunity for Boostnia there. Now they're going to pick up tag pro on offense, so everything's clicking for them right now. All cards are up. PK is getting the bomb down to the defender. He kills three. Kool-Aid's the last one to beat. He's going to try for the bomb. Now PK with the tag pro in base, and he can't finish it off. And they can't get the cap yet. Messi's going to have to back out, and they don't get the cap, but PK gets the return. And Messi's still alive, surprisingly, with all the defenders flying around him. He's somehow surviving. There's another one. The Poost kills Kool-Aid and Puth's cap ward off him, and he's been holding for a solid minute. So if there's one thing he does well, it's running around the map and not getting returned. To a surprise, I complimented him at the end of the last season for how he played in our playoff game. I think Messi does a pretty good job holding the flag. He's rough in some other areas like game sense and grabbing, stuff like that. That's kind of where you expect your second, offender to be in minors. I would say that's average. He's doing a really good job of holding the flag. He's been dangerous all night. If you can, round out some of the edges, he could actually turn into a pretty good player, having developed quite a bit over the last couple seasons. But he wouldn't admit it to you. So with 1 minute to go in the game, Boostnia is up by two caps. We're going to see if She Wants to KD is able to mount a comeback with 1 minute left. But Boostnia is playing a little bit of 3D there. And we've got a pup round coming up, but Paul is past three, and he's going to have a chance to tie up the game. PK's got a sandwich, though, on the defense. It makes an awesome OD play to stop She Wants to KD. Now, Frawley's going to have a return for Cap, picking up the flag pro. Cap Lord needs to stay alive, and he does. Frawley might play anti here, and he's going to. And he's going to kill the Re and possibly get Tripsy. Doesn't, but they should get the contain on ASAP, and now Lionel Messi is coming in past three, and he's going to walk in for the cap, and that is going to do it, most likely. I don't know what the speed of capping here is on Titanic, but at this point, it's looking like She Wants to KD is not going to be able to catch up. PK is going to have one more chance to get a cap and raise the OGASP on the season, even though he hasn't played, but he doesn't finish off there. And Boostnia earns a sweep in dominating fashion in the last half. That was really surprising. These teams playing very closely the whole way, except for that last half. So I don't know what went wrong for KD there. I think if I could pull up the scoreboard, I could look at the pups, but it's not meant to be. So overall, really interesting matchup between these two teams. Let's take a look here at Tag Per League because I'm curious where these teams are. Okay. So Boostnia, as you can see, is 4-2. So they're now going to be 6-2, and that I don't want to count my chickens before they're hatched, but I'm guessing that's good enough to make playoffs, seeing as they're placed at number 4 right now, and with 3 weeks left after this, it would be really hard to lose out in this. I would think. She Wants to KD is 1-3, now going to be 1-5, which doesn't really make sense. I think they're missing a game in here. So we don't know their full record. It's 1-3. They could be 3-3. They could be 1-5 currently. We definitely know, I guess, they're 1-5. So they could be 3-5 after this week, or 1-7. But things aren't looking the best for them right now. So Boostnia, if you're Boostnia, you're really happy. As you can see, well, this is fucked up, Kappa. But anyway, what I was going to say is PK hasn't really played much on the season. I don't remember if he's played 1 week or no weeks. But they got the sweep with him back. So if you're boosting, you have to be excited about your chances and the impending playoffs here. If you're KD, getting swept is disappointing when it looked like you could have pulled off the split against Boostnia. Maybe if things got differently on Cedar or on Titanic, they could have gotten the split or gotten some overtime points. So that's what disappointing. But the silver lining is you played really close against the number 4 team at Miners. And with 3 weeks left, if you play your cards right, you should be able to get that 8th playoff spot, since there are so many teams that do make playoffs in the 12-team system. Anyway, it's been a pleasure streaming again, even though I didn't sign up for this. And thanks for watching.